town of Baltimore lived a man of the sea, and he told us of his life in the land by Chesapeake. So we searched up on YouTube till we found by Chesapeake. So we searched up on YouTube till we found by Chesapeake. So we searched up on YouTube till the fish is great to upstream. He keeps his tanks so clean. The plants, they are so green. We all love his fluffy beard, it is so white. His eyes, they are so bright. He always keeps it tight. And our friends are all aboard. Many more of them, while they still snore. But they'll watch him on replay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We all love Father Fish, his great life stream. His tanks, they are so clean. The plants, they are so green. We all love his fluffy beard, it is so white. He always keeps it tight. His eyes are so bright. As we lived a life fishy. Everyone!
Hello, Mary. Mary, try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish.
Yeah, well, good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone? How are you, ladies?
Doing good, thank you. How are you, Fish?
I'm good. I'm about as well as I've been for the last, I don't know, 360 days or so. Oh, dear. I'm getting this looked at.
Oh, no.
We decided to, I talked to my doctor last night, and he's sending me to a pulmonologist. I've done EENT, and I've done x-rays, and I've done all kind of other stuff. So we're going to try a pulmonologist and see if he can delve deeper into the issue.
Deeper into the problem.
Yeah, maybe. I get a phlegm build up in my throat. It's not in my lungs. It's in my throat.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Hello, James Fisher and Fever is here with us. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Nice to have you back. Oh, I love it.
Oh, that is so cute.
Wow, a Maryland crab.
I keep it on my fridge, and I was like, I need to show that to you.
Yeah.
That's really nice. That's the Maryland state flag, the design from it on a blue crab. That is very cool. Haven't seen that one before.
Oh, they have all kinds of magnets up there, and I grabbed this one. But I have another one. I think it's a nautical one. They love their magnets. they love their flag.
Oh, I love them.
You know, we ought to do a father fish magnet. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, we want to do a bobble head too. Father fish bobble head and a father fish magnet. Those are good. We got a sticker. We ought to be able to do a magnet. I got it in my pocket. Years and years ago, I built a building, an apartment complex called the Lewis W. Foxwell Senior Memorial Apartments. There's it's a cutout of the building.
Okay.
Which is, kind of nice. We gave one to all of the residents. So I know these can be done without a whole lot of expense. And we could probably do a sticker or something, whatever.
Yeah, I've done this before. I think I used Vistaprint. Yeah,
that's who I've been using for years and years and years. That's where I get the mugs. They're from Vistaprint. The sticker I got from a local printer right here in town. Somebody is calling me 6999. Wonder who that is. Let's see. Father Fish. Hello?
Is this the aquarium?
The aquarium. Yes. This is.
What are your hours of operation?
My hours of operation are 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. Normally it's 7 days a week. We will be in and out today. So we'll be here until 10. Yes.
Will you be there at 10 o'clock? Because my motor on my fish tank, my aerator broke, so I have to come in and get one of your little aerator bubblers.
Oh, I will not be here at 10. I will be leaving at 10. If you can get here a little before that, I can take care of it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I will be there at 9:30 or 9 o'clock.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You bet. Her earphone broke. All right. Anyway, that totally lost track of where we were.
We were talking about magnets and mugs and stickers.
Right, talking about merch. Make sure you post the link for the Teespring T-shirts, Mary.
Gotcha.
I don't know if we've had any orders yet. Can we track that on Teespring?
Oh, I'm sure you can. I'll have
They
to
notify us or something.
Yeah, log into, excuse me. I'll have to log into your account here in a little while and look and see where it would be at. Of course, you can too. Or
Thomas did a video yesterday of
yes,
for Discord.
Yes,
Kind of,
I saw
I
that.
know a lot of people have been confused about it. I finally got on it. He's been telling me that it's as simple as never shut. Once you get on it and get open, you just let it run, and it'll run in background. And every time you go to it, you're automatically there, and you can type into it. With the phone, it makes it easy because you can do the voice text. And I actually did a video last night without realizing what I was doing. I'm glad I had clothes on. It was a little disturbing. I pushed this button and all of a sudden I was live.
Oh, no.
Then I pushed the other button and And it went from my feet to my face.
Oh my goodness.
The only thing I find confusing is now we're having to make a new username, so I've already changed mine. It's like, how are we going to remember?
Use the old one. I don't think you need a new one, do you?
I switched it to KCB Aquatics.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, Thomas is
KCB is actually for real business.
Thomas wants to do a new channel, much like Corey does 2 channels. One for his more formal stuff, and the other for things like vlogs and so forth. So I don't know. I don't know about doing that. I'm not to the point where it's a problem yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
So anyway, this morning Thomas and I are going to go collecting. So we're going to do a video. He's going to do a video. I'm going to do a live stream collecting and see if I can keep from falling in the water again. Dumping my phone in the water. That was exciting.
Yeah. When
But
Chevy said she went down with the ship. Sorry.
She did.
Yeah.
That's true. That's funny. Yeah, when I pulled my phone back up, it came right back up. But Chevy had been knocked out of the system or something. So it didn't catch up with that for a day or 2.
Boy.
That
Tanks was asking yesterday if it would be okay if she could bring her kids up and talk with you on one of the streams.
Oh, that would be great fun. I would love to do that. We probably will have to change the monetization thing, but we can do that. I tend not to monetize the streams anyway because I only make a few pennies on them. It's a lot of hours, but even once here's the problem. YouTube takes about a full day to get a live stream posted as a video. Once it's finished and ended, then it goes into a process. And during that process, you cannot see the chat. After that process is completed and it's posted, then you have to go back in and manually monetize it. They then automatically put it on limited monetization, which you then have to appeal. And a day later, they will approve it for full monetization. Well, by this time, 2 days have gone by, and frankly, nobody watches it anymore. After 2 days, it's ancient history. So what I'm doing instead so I'm not going to be monetizing them anymore. It's not worth the trouble, which means we can do children. It's not going to be a problem. And I think it'll be great fun. We try to keep it clean here. We know we have children watching. My granddaughter watches. I need to get her on the phone one of these days or get her to come up. She's a sweetheart and a very bright little girl. Who's very entertaining, actually. But yes, I'd love to have children. That would be great fun.
Yeah, Alan Tanks was going on yesterday about how her kids have done other live streams, I think, and how much they get involved in the hobby and take care of the tanks as well. She said her 10-year-old can even use the Python.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
Python. I mean, she's got gravel in her tank. Aha.
Oh, no.
I still have my Python, but I haven't used it for months.
Right. We'll find you out. Hunt you down. Yes, please do. Please bring your children on.
I don't know if she's with us yet, but
whatever.
Maybe she'll rewatch this.
Yeah. So anyway, Thomas and I are going to go collecting today. He has a spot I've never been to, and it's in an area that I really enjoy collecting. Where I really enjoy collecting, that has been closed off. The place I normally go to has been closed off, and I can't get to it. So this is maybe half a mile down the road from there. So I'm excited about that and looking forward to getting in there to see if I can get pygmy seahorses, because that's my great first love, is to get pygmy seahorses. And there are a lot. This is in an area called Lemon Bay, and it's down. This will be down just south of Stump Pass on the eastern shore of the bay. So it's across the bay from Stump Pass. Stump Pass is an inlet from the Gulf, so we get very good salt intrusion there. We get, Gulf level water, Gulf level salt water, so it's better than brackish. And we there's just a very high rate of life in that particular area, all kinds of things. So it could be great fun. We'll see how it goes. But we will try to do some of it live and also do a video. That'll be about what time? 11 o'clock. It'll take me half an hour or so to get there, get geared up and get in the water. So it's going to be about 11 o'clock this morning. We'll be doing that. And then I've got to be back. We've got to be back here by 1:30 or so, because Thomas has an installation this afternoon. He's installing a saltwater system. So that'll be his first. It's actually his second visit. He's already got it set up, and now he's taking animals over to get it fired up and get things living and growing in it.
Hey, Father Fish. Here, Fishy just joined membership.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
I love Here Fishing. What a dear person.
Yeah.
And I really want to get Here Fishing up here on so we can interact with her. She's just a delight.
She says a very sleepy good morning. I don't think she's awake.
Well, thank you for the membership. Here Fishing. Dr. Black is here. I was telling a story yesterday about when he called in 2 days ago and said there were a lot of storms. I read an article the next day that said there were 2.5 million lightning strikes in a matter of an hour or two in the area where he is. So that was kind of extraordinary, just like straight out nonstop, the whole sky filled with lightning, hour after hour. Can you imagine? Thank you, James, for the membership. Appreciate that very much. The immediate benefit is being able to be live on Discord in a continuous 24/7 chat format where you can go live. You can do video, you can do audio, you can post pictures. It's a pretty nice live chat. All you have to do is click on it, the link. Where is the link? The link is on the community page, I guess. It's probably on the About page. As a member, you should be sent the link. We'll see if we can do that. See if we can send the link to everybody. But if you will go to Discord, Father Fish, I think that link is on the, I don't know where it is. It's on the About page, and it's on the community page, I do believe. Thomas has a video, a tutorial on Discord this morning. I've not watched it yet, but I'm sure it'll give people some comfort level about being able to use it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I think will be something that people will be able to use and enjoy, and it'll give us a way to be in touch with each other, really on a continuing basis. let's see. I wanted to get back.
Alex is asking, how does Discord work, Father Fish? I think you just answered that, though. That there's a tutorial?
Yeah, there is a tutorial. The way it works is you go on it. You click on the link. It'll take you to the waiting room, and then you'll be approved as a member. If you are a member, you'll be approved and put on the stream right away, and that will allow you then to engage in continued conversation with other members. There's some other things we can do with this. We can also link it to the memberships. We've got Alex and James here. I'd be happy to link it to your memberships as well. We just need you to be able to approve because we don't have your list of members. But if you want to do that, we can do that. So it would be it'd be a chat for people who are perhaps more deeply involved in the fish fan, in a way to not be open to just the general public. So I don't know, kick it around. If it's something you want to do, happy to do it. Thank you, Misfit, for your $10 super chat. Hope everyone's having a great morning. I am on my way out to Lake Erie for some fishy this morning. So I'm doing great. I'll bet you are. That would be enormous fun. I would love to be with you. Sharpie. Excuse me. I have a question, more of a thought, but assuming a non-father fish setup with using media like BioHome ultimately under the substrate be more worth than used to get in a canister. Yes, absolutely. Any of the commercial grade substrates that are organic in any way or become organic are perfect as substrate with the sand cap. The benefit of them is that they're made to be able to be relatively porous and to capture waste, and that's really the function of the deep substrate. If they release organics or release the ferts, then so much the better. But to cap them with sand, and you'll have an anaerobic, or if you will, an anoxic substrate in your tank. Absolutely can do that.
I'm talking with David. He's trying to lower his pH naturally, and I'm just trying to get a little more information from him. But
why does he want to lower it?
He didn't say why, but I asked him like how he's trying to lower it. Let's see. So.
What are the difficulties? I mean, you can do it, but once you do it, then the problem is keeping it there. If you're lowering your tap water, like from 8 to 7, and then you need to top off, what are you going to top off with? If you don't top off with RO or distilled water, or rainwater or whatever, then you're going to be right back where you started. The difficulty then is being able to maintain that level that you've achieved as a consistent level, and it begins. It kind of goes like this every time you do a water change, so you wind up with a pH that's going up and down and fluctuating, and it can get you in trouble because you can reach a point where you overdo it and you get a plummet, and it'll drop down, could go down to 6.0 or lower, which is not necessarily going to hurt the fish in the tank, but you begin trying to introduce new fish to it, and you get a lot of dead fish because they can't tolerate the change. Generally speaking, you want your fish to adapt to your water so that you don't have to go through that process of trying to change the water chemistry every time you do a water change. And they will. Fish will adapt. Unless you've got something really uncommon, like some of the licorice gouramis from Borneo, which absolutely have to be in 5O water, which requires a real discipline to get it there and keep it there. Unless you're doing something like that, if you're dealing with fish that you've gotten from your local fish store that are relatively common fish that are bred in captivity, they will tolerate your water, whatever it is. Yes.
You've seen David's tank. He's been on here before, and I remember he has Tetras in there. But he says my tap is pH is 8. He's tried low concentration of vinegar and melted snow and some leaves. And I replied to him saying, if your KH is high, then trying to change your pH with leaves or wood will not change it.
Right.
The KH buffers pH, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, James is saying that sodium and phosphate was used in the 80s to buffer it down, with no good effect, I might add. Again, the problem is if you're going to begin mucking around with your pH, then you're playing with your sidearm, and it could go up to the foot.
So he said he's wanting to breed Tetras, so I guess you could probably do that in a separate tank.
Well, Tetras, there are no Tetras that you can get in your local pet shop that are not being bred in 8O water. Every Tetra that's bred in Florida is bred in 8O water. It just is not an issue. And lowering the pH is not going to make them breed more easily. Fattening them up, getting the female full of eggs, separating them, bulking her up with live food to the point where she's got a fat belly and her tube is coming down, and then putting them in a small group in the morning or at night, and putting them over marbles. Depending on whether it's an egg scatterer, most tetras are egg scatterers, is going to result in eggs. You'll just have them. They're breeding all the time. They're breeding continuously in your fish tank. You don't see it because the eggs get eaten right away. But if you'll set them up over a bed of marbles and give them 24 hours, if they're fattened up and have eggs, there will be eggs in there. You want 2 layers of marble so they can't reach down and eat them because they'll try to eat them. And then take them out, look underneath to see if you got eggs there, shine a flashlight on it. If you do, they're going to hatch in 24 hours. Then you got to feed them, and that's the real trial, is getting the right kind of food for very tiny, very, very tiny little zygote fish. The best way to do that is to get a paramecium culture going. Put some vegetable matter in a jar, set it out in the sunlight for a day. By day 2 or 3, it'll get cloudy. That cloudiness is microscopic life. Use a baster and pull some of it out. Once the fish start swimming, don't try to feed them when they're wiggling around on the bottom or when they're still eggs. They can't eat if they're in the egg. They can't eat if they're wiggling on the bottom. They have to be up and swimming. Once they're up and swimming, then get food in there immediately. That's a perfect food. Microworm culture is a perfect food if you can get that. But don't worry about changing your pH. It's really irrelevant. These fish have been bred in 8.0 water. They're perfectly used to it. It's not going to trigger them dropping the pH.
Can they breed if the pH is really high? Because he's saying he has, like, I guess, really hard water.
Yes,
and he's bred for 20 years, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. These are fish that are being bred in Florida. Florida water has a GH of 250 plus and a KH of about 50. It's hard alkaline water. They are being bred in that water every day of the week. It's not a problem. You'll be able to do it. It will not prevent the eggs from being laid or, for that matter, from hatching. It'll work just fine. Just do it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be panicked by your pH.
I think he was just asking because he'd been breeding for 20 years and is now having a problem.
Well, it may be something else, but it's not likely to be that. I mean, if you really want to lower your pH, put them in RO water. You need a separate tank anyway. If you're going to breed them, set it up with RO water. Just be careful that you're not doing it in such a way as to kill the fish. Because if you take them out of 8.0 water and put them into 6.0 water, it'll kill them. 7.0 water, you might get away with it, but it's going to stress them.
Yeah.
You pays your money, you takes your chances. But generally speaking, it's not going to be an issue.
New England Endler at 824 had a question.
Yes.
What would cause a fish that looks fine to turn red/purple on half its body in a matter of hours? Nothing has been added, and it changed in about a week.
Betsy is here. Hi, Betsy.
Good morning,
Good morning,
everybody.
Betsy.
How are you?
Good morning. We're good. How are you?
Wow,
Good morning,
you guys. You're all
Betsy.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Just waking up earlier and earlier every day.
The magic of the internet.
Aren't they?
You look bright. You look bright and bushy-tailed.
Be leaving right away to go collect.
Perfect.
And when you leave, you'll lock up the bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so a fish changed color
Right.
in a very short matter of time.
About
Like an hour, a minute, a day, a week.
I think they were saying in about a week it had changed. It looked fine and then started changing color. Oh, wait, sorry. There's two things here. I don't know which it is then. In a matter of hours, nothing was added or changed in about a week.
That looks fine. You turn red, purple, half its body in a matter of hours. Nothing added or changed in about a week. It's kind of impossible to know. Generally, if a fish changes color like that, there's something wrong with it. I would take it out and put it in an observation tank and just kind of keep an eye on it. It's possible that it's reacting to a bacterial infection or disease, or if it happened that quickly, it could be perfectly normal. It could be that it's a male that's coloring up. I mean, having that little bit of information, I don't know what kind of fish it is. I don't know if it's got a mate in the tank. I don't know what else is in the tank. I don't know anything other than one of my fish changed colors in an hour. A lot of things could cause that. If you're concerned about it, if the fish is acting at all abnormally, or you think it might be something like an infection or parasite or something, take it out and put it in an observation tank and just keep an eye on it. But again, we need a little more information to know whether it's something normal and positive. That could be too. It could be a good thing, not a bad thing. Excuse me.
Male swordtail. Okay.
It's a male swordtail.
Yep.
And
It's by itself now, sits on the bottom.
yeah, it's probably something wrong, but it sounds I would guess at that point something like guppy disease, some kind of bacterial infection, something like that. You might try putting a little bit of salt in it, see if that'll get its juices flowing and get its metabolism to slow down. By juices flowing, I mean its slime coat to push off whatever's causing it. And also that'll slow down its metabolism. A fish said I had an angel had exactly the same thing, turned red after being ripped by another fish and didn't make it. Yeah, I find that guppy disease or neon disease, which also attacks other live bearers like swords, is the most common problem. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. What I usually do when I see it is every fish I see that's infected, I get them out, and then I put a small amount of treatment. I use triple sulfa for that problem, but I don't try to treat sick fish. I've never been successful curing sick fish. I just take them out, let them die in a separate tank, or feed them to one of my big fish. It doesn't transfer in the gut, so it's safe to do that. So if that's what it is, and it sounds like it could be, then sit on it hard. If you got any other live bearers in there, or neons or other little tetras, just keep a really close eye on them. And if you see anything begin to happen, excuse me, get some triple sulfa and treat with that. Treat very, very low concentrate each day, up to 5 days, and then do 10% water changes every day for 5 days. That'll get it up, get it down slowly. If it doesn't cure it, do it again with a slight increase in the amount you're putting in. You can do a stronger dosage. You run some risk doing that. But again, if you got something that's virulent that is just attacking quickly, you need to get a full dose of medication in there right away. But again, pull out sick fish. That's gonna slow down the transference of the disease, and then treat for it.
Is there another name for triple sulfa? Like, would it be the same as furan powder?
Furan has sulfa in it, so furan. That furan's a little different. Furan will work.
When I look it up on Amazon, it's like $85 for 6 packs.
Gee, I know it's horribly expensive. Let me do this. Let me. I can sell it. I can package it in a medication vial, like a pill vial, which is enough to treat about 500 gallons, and I can sell it for I can sell it for $10 or $20. I can sell it pretty cheaply, I think. It costs a lot to buy a pound of it, but it makes it a whole lot cheaper to sell it than by the ounce. I'll do that. I'll do that in the next day or two, so I'll have it available and it'll be on my website. Let me just get on that. That's something that that needs to be on your shelf. There are just too many applications for it that are really beneficial and where it's absolutely called for.
What about a general cure medication?
You know, if you're at a point where you don't have anything else, you can try what you've got. You don't want to play chemist. I mean, at least as a bare minimum, go online and find the problem, and then find a recommended cure for it. Do some research. Don't just start playing chemist and throwing things into the fish tank. Try to get a sense of what you're really dealing with before you start putting treatment in. That way, at least you'll be on the right track. And when you do treat, under treat. Don't over treat. Don't get into the notion that more is better. Generally speaking, more is worse. Can I sell dewormers? Yeah, I sure can. I can do that. I have because I'm commercial, I can buy all of these products from the same people that the fish farmers buy from. It's pretty expensive. It used to be inexpensive. Things that used to be $30, $40 are now $300 and $400. So it's a bit of an investment to get into it, which is why I haven't done it. But I'll do it on a piece by piece basis. Start with triple sulfur. I'll look into the dewormer. I have triple sulfur on the shelf, so I can start doing that. I'll look into the dewormer and see if I can get that, see what it'll cost, and be able to set that up in vials. So yeah, I'll start doing that. All right, I need to take a momentary break here. It's 8:30. I can put a tune on. Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Let's get let's get Roxy up here. Oh no, we have Cassie B.
My way,
Cassie B.
on my way.
With her beautiful fish.
Yes, back in a moment.
He comes on in the morning every day. Add some soil, cap it with sand, then add plants. He will help you do it the right way. Add some fish, then walk away. Feed them high quality food. Thy food is best. Keep it dirty, keep it all natural. I found my way back to Father Fish. Bye, all.
When I find myself in times of take trouble, Father Fish, he comforts me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my time of darkness, he is streaming right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Add some sand and let it be. Father's words of wisdom, let it be. When all the broken-hearted fishes living in the tank agree, there is an answer, let it be. For though it may be cloudy, there is still a chance that they can see. There is an answer, let it be. There is an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be. As I'm standing, let it be. Father's words of wisdom, let it be.
Very nice. All right, we're back.
I was just saying
Okay.
in chat,
No, you
Father
didn't.
Fish. Sorry, Mary.
Oh, you're fine. I was just laughing at
I
Greg.
think-
He said he didn't miss any fireworks.
Yeah,
Oh.
if I appear irascible today, just take it with a grain of salt. I woke up that way. I'm not sure what it's all about, whether it's good or bad. I may need medication. I don't know, but don't be offended if I come off harshly.
I was just saying in the chat that treating my male beta, even when I treated at a stronger dose as recommended, like I wouldn't recommend that because I've learned now that that wasn't a good thing for him. It's hard to treat when they're in such small hospital tanks to when things like this are made for like 15 gallons, and trying to figure out that math out is hard.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Any medication stresses the fish. It's kind of interesting. I've been watching James and Alex in their streams over the last few days. We have enough interchange between us that we all seem to be saying the same kinds of things, kind of feeding off of each other. But it's interesting that that's happening, and I think it's vital, really, because it demonstrates a unanimity within the fish fam, that there is a coherence and a consistency about what we're trying to do, what we're trying to teach, and how we're trying to be helpful. So I very much appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had those guys on, was it yesterday, or 2 days ago? I don't remember. I lose track. Yesterday.
Yeah, it was a good stream.
Yeah, for nearly the whole stream, and it was wonderful. Only reason I haven't done this morning is, number one, they haven't asked to come up, and number two, I've wanted to shoot my own mouth off for a while because I tend to shut up and listen to these guys when they come on, because it just provides you with a whole additional perspective on things. But it's all good, and it's all helpful, and makes it part of the process of us being supportive, not only of the fish fam, but of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. Sharpie saying avoid stress coat with labyrinths. Can cause problems with the labyrinth organ due to the
There was a
aloe.
comment before that. I think she might be replying to GRB at 8:41.
Who said what?
Sharpies is replying to GRB. He said, I just survived with water changes and salt additions, but also find API Stress Coat Plus to be a good product, and certain botanicals seem to help keep issues away.
And that's a really interesting and important observation, because what it demonstrates is that he's found a product that works for him. He's learned how to apply it, how to use it, learned how to make it successful for him, and it's that's really what this whole hobby and what the whole medication thing is all about is learning how to deal with issues as they arise. And that all comes through experience. And through experience, you learn what works for you and what doesn't work. It's not universal. None of this really is universal. The differences, the variations in water quality, in condition, in maintenance and supervision, and just the husbandry that each of us bring to our aquariums differs, and it can differ widely. So what works for one person in one situation does not necessarily work for someone else in perhaps the same general circumstance. Um, but you have to kind of work your own way around it, figure out what works best for you. You know, I try to recommend gingerly, except in the case of things like doing a deep substrate. And the reason I'm as adamant as I am about that is because I know it works universally. I know there are no circumstances under which it's ineffective. Um, and it's something that a brand new person can do and be successful with. But beyond that, when you get into realms of medication, boy, it's something you have to learn how to do. It's that's why doctors go to school for 10 years to learn how to do it, to learn what to look for. I mean, seriously, we can be so you know we we can be sarcastic about that and superficial about that, but the reality is these are complicated matters. They really genuinely are. And they take a considerable amount of experience to really effectively learn how to deal with them. My best advice is go slow, be gentle, take it easy. Um, don't go crazy. There are some things where you've got to take action immediately, like ick. But again, with ick, the solution is not to throw a bunch of chemicals in the tank. The solution is to put a heater in it if you haven't got one and crank it up to 86 for 2 days. And that resolves the issue. It kills the ick. I mean, there are simple things you can do that are easy to do and very straightforward. And very often that's the case. Generally speaking, if you've got a problem with a fish, you see something happening, take it out of the tank. It took me 6 months to get Lee convinced to take the sick fish out of the tank. He insisted on leaving it in there because there was only one. And whenever he took a picture of the tank, I noticed that only one had a problem in a different place on its body every time I looked at it. So it wasn't only one. It was the entire school of cardinals. And he wound up losing most of them. If you have a problem with a fish and it's just that fish, not affecting anything else, take it out of the tank and put it in a bell jar. Put it in something that you can observe. Don't feed it. Do not put food in it. Put clean new water in if you can.
Yep.
Put a bubbler in it or a small sponge filter. Do not feed it. Do not feed a sick fish. Do not put food in with a sick fish. If your fish is sick, don't feed it. The biggest problem with people who have sick fish is they try to make them feel better by feeding them, and it fouls the water and kills them. It creates an additional biomass in there. Precious Tranquility is here. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Good to have you with us. Precious says probably the nicest goldfish pond in the works. It's not done yet, but anywhere this, I was going to say this side of the Mississippi. She's on the other side of the Mississippi. A big, beautiful pond that she has spent a couple of years working on. and still has another 6 months or so. I asked her the other day if she would show it to us. She said it's raining and muddy, but I know as soon as it's looking good, she'll be happy to do that. Always feed my sick fish live food. She's talking about goldfish. She has goldfish, and she feeds her sick fish live food. Live food, I don't know. I don't feed my sick fish anything. Um, Feeding live food is about the safest way you can feed fish under any circumstances. Goldfish's physiology is a little different from most tropical fish, and I would not disdain anything she does because this woman knows how to take care of goldfish and has some of the nicest that anyone has, and is enormously successful with them. So, not all rules apply to all conditions. Generally speaking, don't feed your sick fish unless you know what you're doing. I guess that's the caveat. If you know what you're doing, then you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. How's that?
Sounded pretty good.
Alice says I feed my sick fish to other fish. Is that okay? Now, what's interesting about that comment is that's precisely the comment I made to Alex on last night's stream. So,
which was a really great stream.
It's a fabulous stream. Absolutely.
Yes.
So he's teasing me with that, but yeah, absolutely.
I was just reading through, talking about Canada. You know, they can't even get medications for fish.
That's right.
I had a question about Cassie mentioned
ship them to Canada legally.
Yeah.
And Precious, just to finish that line, Precious Tranquility says, "Yeah, I knew nothing about tropical fish. I just know live food is amazing for my goldfish, as it is with all fish. I would not be averse to doing that. The critical thing is with the fish that's sick, you want to make sure that the water it's in is as clean as possible so that you're not adding to the problems." Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
It's all right. We were talking about furin, and I know when I had horses and dogs and stuff, I always used that furin powder, you know, that you could puff onto wounds or whatever. So I was watching one of the fish veterinarians, and he was making like a bandage, but now he was working on goldfish too. But he was applying like something like new skin, that stuff like you use on your own cuts and stuff. You know, I'm talking about the new skin stuff. I don't know if that's what it was, but it was something like, it was like some kind of like he did a surgery on the goldfish. He removed a spot or whatever it was. He put like the liquid bandage on top of it, and then he put like a furin powder on it. At least that's what I thought it looked like. Like the Bettas, when I did that to him, when I snipped the little spot, it's like that skin never came back together quite right. Like the scales are kind of messed up. So when he's got this thing big on his head again, it's like expanded the skin, and it's really big. But I wondered if I could I put some, because I do have furin powder here. Like when I do this, I know I'm just going to put a little spot on it, but could you use it on the fish like that? Could you use, I guess if you didn't get it in their eyes, I don't know what I'm trying to ask here. I'm brainstorming. I'm working on this fish.
The problem with the eyes is it could burn the cornea, but that's not as likely to happen. You know, you're in the realm of experimentation, and that's in truth what you have to do to deal with whatever the issue is you're dealing with. Get the best information you can. Try it, and if it doesn't work, modify it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of using the liquid bandage. I don't know how that works in water,
Right.
how it works on slime coat. It probably will slough right off. Um,
I know we had
the
mentioned
idea
maybe
being
putting a
able
little
to
drop of
seal
super
the wood.
glue on it.
Yeah, same difference. I would not use super glue. The acetate, I think, could burn.
Yeah.
But then that's probably what's in the
The
liquid,
liquid
and
skin.
it's probably same stuff. It's fingernail polish.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just like, I'm kind of to the point where I do want to experiment with it and see if I can get him through it just for future reference with other people. But when I did it last time, he bled. He did bleed a lot. Like it wasn't a bloody tumor, but where I cut through his skin, he had a lot of vascular bleeding.
Well, yeah, whatever was in that tumor came out. I mean, there was a lot of fluid in it that came
Yeah.
out.
Precious
I'm not sure that was
denture powder works well.
What was it?
Denture powder works well.
denture powder. And
That's
that
a good
is,
idea.
oh, I like
Thank
it.
you.
Like,
I do too. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those kind of little ideas. Thank you, Cass.
Sorry for interrupting. I was
No,
just
that
trying to make a quick insert.
yeah, no, that's great.
yeah, what we're really talking about is treating wounds and open sores topically,
Yeah,
rather than putting medication in the water and expecting it to somehow cure a torn fin. We treat
right.
the torn fin directly, and that's profoundly good advice.
It was interesting to watch because he had developed. I'm sure it was a marketing thing that he was developing and selling this product. But anyhow, that's what it was. It was like a liquid bandage and then a powder he put on it. And uh, I said he was working on goldfish, something with a scale or something. But it just looked like that's what they were using. So I just wanted to throw it out there, kick it around. And I'm
Ah,
getting some good comments too.
Alex
My,
said his stream got demonetized. Thank you.
did it?
I'm not surprised. Try
For,
Oh,
for the
try
ethics.
appealing it. It's hardly worth it. I mean, you can appeal it, and eventually they'll get around to approving it, probably. But the reality is that ain't worth the trouble because you cannot make money on streaming, not not monetized money. You you're really dependent. Live streams are dependent on um, the support of members to the channel and super stickers.
Yeah. Precious Tranquility went on to say that liquid bandages comes off and super glue stings,
yeah.
and it makes the fish flip out if not sedated. But denture powder on top of a wet wound dries fast and stays.
I like it. That's very good.
Excellent. Thank you. That's exactly what I want to hear. Good deal. I want ideas. Now, I'll use my common sense, of course, like not putting super glue on there because I know I've done that before and it hurts.
Yeah.
But
I've done the new skin and that stings.
yeah, it can burn.
Or the liquid bandage. I don't know if they're the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
It's acetate. Fisher in Fever is saying his AC isn't broken. He's whole house treating for Rick. You're going to be in a sauna to do it. and who was it? Somebody said, Sharpie, that don't go accidentally creating a heat-resistant ick string. Somebody a while back, can't remember who it was on and on about the fact that they could not kill their ick with heat. It just did not work. And this went on for days until they finally realized the problem was not ick. They had some other dread disease, but it wasn't ick.
Yeah, it's not ick if it's not working.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, Chalupa just made a comment. Alex, love your art, and that was in response to a comment made earlier about Alex doing some artwork that we can put on our T-shirt And will that be available for Christmas? And yes, we are working on that.
Yep.
And we should have it up in fairly short order. We have a Father Fish visage that
Kind of like
drawn.
just like this.
Yeah, we're going to put it right on the front of the shirt and put what Mary is showing on the back
On
of
the
the
back.
shirt, and that'll be available in within a week or so. So we should have that. We should have that pretty quickly. Again, we haven't figured out how to put Teespring on the channel yet. I want to be able to do that. Somebody needs to teach us how to do that.
Yeah. We want to do that. We want to find the bobbleheads.
Yeah, bobbleheads, magnets would be another one. Need to find somebody who makes them.
Teespring's got some stuff, but I'm not sure. I have to research it more.
What about a 3D printer? What would it cost to crank a bobblehead out on a 3D printer?
That's a good question.
I don't think they have one or know anything about it.
I left a message on one of Here Frankly's videos about the bobblehead. I asked, of course, trying to get past I'm not trying to just buy one from you. I want to know where you got it. So,
yeah.
I haven't had a response back yet.
He might respond. He's got
a lot of people.
A lot of traffic on that channel.
Yeah.
If you are just as a throwaway, if you are of a how shall I say it, of a creative, open-minded nature, and like talking politics and all things wacky, then do check out what's it called? Frankly.
Quite frankly.
Quite frankly. It's a chat format, but a very sophisticated one, from a group of New Yorkers who are out there and in there at the same time. I mean, it's a place where you can get some really good conversation, some insight into things that are going on, and also know what's happening in the world of the ether. So just a kind of a broad spectrum conversation. Something Alex would enjoy, I know.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Alex, I forgot he told me about this, about the Teespring. He said you have to have 10,000K subs or 1 million minutes watched to use the Teespring integrated with YouTube. And just like appeals, they take forever to okay the designs. That's at 9:02. So that's when it will like link automatically to the channel, is what you're saying?
I guess.
think, yeah. Like, when you
is saying they need to be kid size as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
10,000 subs.
Santa's Christmas list.
That's right. We'll make sure we do that.
A million,
It should.
not a million minutes. I do not have 10,000 subs. Huh. Okay, so it'll be a while. It'll be a while before we can do that. I guess.
So we'll have to actually link it. Just put a post on the community page.
Yeah, we'll just have to keep linking
Well,
it. Keep
shoot.
so we can get there. It's going to take me another year to get to 10K, I expect. Although with Thomas here, it's moving along. It's doing a lot better. I've been picking up. I was doing like 2 or 3 subs a day until Thomas started kicking it up, and it's up now to about 10 new subs a day.
Yep.
So I'm back to 100 a week, which is a lot better. 100 a week, it's, that's 1,000 in 2 months. So it becomes doable.
I'll check that out.
James has a question. James,
Yeah.
is there any way to raise KH but not pH?
Sure, put carbonates in the water. KH would not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what he said. What did he say?
Yes.
Read it
That's
again.
He wants
blew
to raise
me away.
KH but not pH.
Raise KH but not pH. Dear God. Raise KH but not pH.
I think
Let me try that in a different context. The function of KH is to raise pH. I mean, that's what it does. Increasing the carbonates in your water increases the pH. So what he wants to know is, can you increase the pH while simultaneously decreasing it? And the answer, you're going to be surprised to learn, is yes. And I will explain. I had an employee some years ago who was relatively dim-witted. And one day, I found myself, back in the days when I was adjusting pH, I had a big 1-gallon container of sodium biophosphate and another 1-gallon container of whatever it is that lowered pH sitting on my shelf. Both are white powders. Both look basically like each other, but they're well labeled. Well, this half-wit I had was illiterate. He could not read, and so he used other means of learning what things did. And he watched me very carefully when I adjusted the pH by using either the up or the down. And one day, as I was adjusting my pH, I tested it, it went up, and then I looked in the vial, and it went down. It went up, and it went down. And I looked at him, and I said, look, it's going up, and it's going down. What is going on? He said, I shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. So I looked, and the powders somehow looked funny. And I said, what's this? And he said, oh, well, that one was half empty, and the other one was down almost half empty. So I just put them together to fill one. So it went up and it went down. We increased pH at the same time we decreased pH. So yeah, you can do that, James. Put pH up and pH down in the tank at the same time. It'll go up and it'll go down. And your fish probably will too. They'll go up and they'll go down. Yeah. Alex. Oh, we did that. What else? Precious Tranquility is saying goldfish don't have a stomach.
That's what I was reading.
A long intestine. Yeah, that's true with a lot of fish. Most fish don't have a stomach. They have a long intestine. When a fish eats, it takes about 2 hours for it to go through their system and come out the other end. And for the most part, it's not well digested, which is why it's always re-eaten over and over again. Goldfish are notorious for re-eating their waste. I don't know what Precious Tranquility will have to say about that. But she is rather prissy, shall we say, about her maintenance. I've gotten to know this woman pretty well. I've talked to her any number of times by phone, and I love her dearly. She is a magnificent human being, somebody I have deep respect and appreciation for of and about. To a young woman who is raising a teenage son and doing a brilliant job of it. She runs her own business, um, is doing virtually all of the maintenance in her beautiful home. Uh, Put in a new kitchen. I mean, from the ground up. Just a truly remarkable person with with an intellect to match. So it's someone who, when I tease her, I feel comfortable doing so, knowing that she's going to take it in the spirit in which it is offered. I mean, I've had lots of opportunities to offend her, and while I haven't tried, I haven't done it, I don't think. So I think she's not easily offended. I think she is. She will come down on you like thunder if you're being an idiot. So meet precious tranquility, a woman in whom I delight, as I do several others among us. Present company included. What?
Where is she located?
She's in Texas, kind of in the middle of the state, in a little town in the Tri-City, in the middle of the Tri-City area. She can describe it better, I'm sure.
Like
But
San
someone,
Antonio?
I don't know. Why don't you describe it, Precious? I don't know Texas geography well enough to explain it. If she's still here, may not still be here.
Yeah, she said, "You're too sweet, Father Fish. You know I don't get offended." She
I
just
do.
said that at 9/11.
Did she? Yeah, she does not. It's absolutely true. I call her up and talk to her and just have the most wonderful conversations. It just is an absolute delight. Love this woman dearly. And Lee Wilcox is with us. But
Yes,
the only
he
two
is.
that ever helped me. Yeah, there we go.
Station.
Yeah. Somebody just walked in. Let me see if I can help them back in a moment. You guys take care of. Marco's got a comment.
Yeah,
How
I
you
see
just
Marco.
He's joining us.
Back in a moment.
Okay. I'm excited about him going out collecting here in a few minutes or whenever he's going.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm talking over Father Fish.
I don't know what to do. Oh,
Hard to get
hi,
a word
Marco.
in. Sorry, guys, if your questions don't get asked, it's because it's hard to get a word in.
I'm
Take
just
me
reading
like hours sometimes. I'm like, just hang in there. They'll get asked. The finger works when I do the finger.
Yeah. What is this for Sharpie right there? Goldfish also poop out their pharyngeal teeth, and then they have a new set come through. I'm just learning all kind of stuff about goldfish.
Yeah, Precious is walking around through Lowe's and listening to us.
Yes, we want you to come up, Precious. I remember when she came up and showed the pond that one time. It's beautiful. Or Alex. Get him up here too. I figured he might end a little bit early today since he was going to go collecting.
There we go. I'm going to go outside and stand in the cold again. Everybody was talking about your blue nails, Alex.
Yeah.
I was wondering what color they were before.
Yep. I thought they looked fantastic.
That's going to be the question. What's with the blue nails?
Yep.
Did your wife paint them? That's what I was. She had to have painted them.
And did you paint your toenails? You got to have those matching. Oh, Marco. Marco was asking about my shrimps. Yes, they're doing well, Marco. I wonder if I could I don't think I could show them. You can't see them real good through that tub yet. I'm ready to get this aquarium in so I can see all my fish.
Hey, Mary,
Uh-huh.
what kind of aquarium is that? What's the name of it?
The one that I got.
The aquarium behind you. What's the name of that?
Oh, this one. It's Aqueon, but it comes from Big Box Co. whatever, and it's a 15-gallon. Usually it comes in like a kit. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Portrait
just
or portrait, they would say.
Yeah, it's just a 15-gallon extra tall, I think is what it's called.
I was just wondering because I saw a video the other day and it looked like yours, but I thought it was a little different.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
What's your name?
Peggy.
Peggy, I want you to meet Peggy. Whoops. Let me get back here. Hold on a minute.
I've been called Peggy.
Hi. Oh my God.
Come over here, Peggy.
Oh, okay.
There you
Hi.
are.
Hi, Peggy.
Oh my God. This is my tank. Look how beautiful that is.
Put it in the camera.
Oh, okay. I'll put it in the camera here. Let me do it sideways. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh my God. I grew up with fish tanks and I'm 7 years old. And oh my God, I am so loving this experience. I don't know why I waited so long. It's just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
We love our fish.
You're going to have to start joining us every morning on the live stream here.
Absolutely.
Hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Let me see your tank behind you.
Can you see? I don't know if I can.
Oh, that's this one.
Yeah, I'll get her up. Here.
Talking about mine.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see if I can move it.
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, you've got a corner one. Oh,
well,
look.
It's up.
Oh, is that?
I can't get my camera.
You
there
got
we go.
it. Perfect. So they all excited when that you come and feed them in the morning.
Oh yes, they're more excited. Yeah, they
you
love
have
when I come in and
there. You have
there's trying to get it up where you can see it.
I didn't know you could have a beta with other fish.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
these are actually 3 female bettas, and there's 2 white skirt tetras and 5 corridoras, and 3 little baby plecos in there right now.
Oh my! Got a bunch of fish in there.
Oh my gosh!
Cassie, show us your bowl right there.
Let me see yours.
Okay. Well, a little bit easier doing them.
Hopefully, y'all could see that.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Giant laptop. Sorry.
Oh, look. Oh, in the bottom. Oh, how cute. See,
yeah,
you got the dirt. Yeah. Oh, and a bait. Look how beautiful.
She got the dirt in the sand.
Yes.
In a little bowl.
Oh my God.
With
is that beautiful?
Thank you. Yeah, it's due for a water change here soon.
So how often do you change your water with that?
I just like to take out the Anubias once a week and clean the leaves off.
Oh gosh. So yeah, you clean up. You take out your plant. Oh
well,
no,
she does.
She does because there's no bubble.
Yeah,
I do. Because otherwise, it'll just keep like getting algae growing on it if I don't clean it off.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, nice meeting everybody.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
all right.
you. I'm going to talk.
Betty's going to get some plants for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Looks like we might have a new show member.
Yeah, she came in with her husband last week, I guess, and wanted to set up a little tank. So we got a little 10-gallon tank set up for her.
I want to do a vase now.
Lives in the trailer park locally, and all of the neighbors are coming in admiring the tank. So
cool.
So maybe we'll get some more little ones set up.
If you see my jar, they might want to do that.
I got this yesterday.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, it's a Halloween card.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, from Lisa. It's got a little bat on it here.
Got a trick or treat bag.
Yeah, trick or treat bag says, "Please enjoy this Halloween cod." It's from Boston.
Cod.
The Halloween card.
That was funny.
She said, I couldn't believe I found another fish card while looking for Halloween cards for my little grandchildren. I had to get it for you. Miss seeing your face in person. Have a fun Halloween. Love you, Lisa. Well,
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a pretty cool card.
Yeah, cool card, right.
Hey, speaking of Halloween, are we? Does anybody want to dress up or anything? My daughter wants to dress me up as something, and I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to ask.
We should.
Okay.
I have not dressed up in years, and I'd love
It
to
would
do
be
it.
fun.
I don't dress up.
Okay. So that's on.
Dress up.
Well, that's okay. You can put on some fairy wings or some glitter or something, and just be prettier than you already are.
I did do like a belly dancer 2 years ago.
So she doesn't dress up, but she does belly dancing.
I took belly dancing classes, so I know how to shimmy.
Oh my God. Well, I got to see that. You threw down the gauntlet now.
My friend got me into it. I was like, okay, I'll go with you. And it was a lot of fun, but it gave me foot fungus from the carpet and being barefoot. So
oh no.
I regret not wearing like ballet shoes or something. Or socks.
Okay, so if Halloween is on Friday, right? Or
Saturday, isn't it?
Saturday. So we'll dress up. I know, like, they're doing the actual Halloween trunk or treats and stuff on Thursday here. So, yeah, it's Saturday.
We'll do something fun.
So we'll dress up for the weekend.
Sounds
I don't know what we're doing here. It seemed like Halloween is called off. I don't know. My husband keeps saying, no, don't go trick-or-treating.
Well, I wondered about that with the, the current situation. So
yeah, I just don't know what's going on.
It's going to put the kibosh on it for sure.
Now, listen, guys, if y'all are going to dress up on Halloween, then please come up and share it with us, and let's have a big Halloween extravaganza. That would be cool.
We gotta do that. We can get 10 people at a time up here. And
you don't have to be shy because you'll be in costume.
Let's do that. That'd be
just
great.
Show your costume off, and then you can go.
Aquatic Conquest says to check your emails, please. To you, Father Fish.
I've sent you a couple of things, Father Fish.
Yeah, go ahead, Chaz. Check your
I
email.
sent you some pictures 2 days ago, and then I sent you a picture yesterday.
Email?
Yeah, I emailed it. fatherfish@fatherfish.net.
I'm looking. Cassie B. Coconut Choir.
Yep. I think that's how you spell core.
Oh, okay. Let's see. We can put that up.
Alex.
Yeah, I was just
wanted to say how awesome you all are. No one took the belly dancing bait.
Because we are a class act here. We're a class act, and we're a family show.
I'm like, ooh, should I bring this up?
And we love and respect each other, and that's why it's awesome.
Aquatic Conquest has a Halloween video.
That's going to come out on Saturday, I believe.
That's just got a snapshot. I don't know if he's got the video.
I don't think you're supposed to watch it with everybody until Saturday.
Well, I don't think I can even do it. But
okay.
Let's see. He says, I was thinking of showing it as a premiere so you can approve or disapprove. Then I'll delete it straight away until the final cut. I trust you implicitly, Aquatic Conquest. Go ahead and do your best, and we will enjoy it, I'm sure. So that'll be available Saturday.
You know what? I can go get my picture if you would like to see.
Your picture of
Halloween costume picture.
your belly dancing picture.
When I was,
And also, if
I would love it.
if kids are dressing up for Halloween too, they could come on with y'all, and
Yeah,
you could
absolutely.
we could see the kids. We could see the kids' costumes. That would be fun.
Here's
Because
Cass
really, oh yeah, she told me about that. She got picked for pocket frogs. They
Yep.
picked her design.
Oh, cool.
yes. So that green check mark means it got picked.
Wonderful.
The day I told you guys about that, I didn't see the green check mark until I logged back in, and I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, you got picked!"
That's cool.
So, anyways, let's see if this will work. There's a glare. Here it is. Just gotta get the angle. There you go, Father Fish.
Hold on. Let me get this off. You got too much glare in the background.
It's the monitor.
Oh, there it is.
It's reflecting off the monitor. If I take the glass out, you can see it better, but
Oh, I see it. Okay. On the left there.
there's
Very
my
nice. All right. Ah,
yeah. That's my costume.
that'll
That's
be fun.
awesome.
And we usually go and take a group picture with all the kids every year.
Lovely.
My
That is
older
nice.
son was what's his name? The new bad guy from Star Wars. Ren. What's his name? Ren. Kylo Ren.
Oh, yes.
Here, Fishy's going to be a shrimp for
There you go,
Halloween.
guys. That was a belly dancer. Hope you can see that.
Alex says.
Yeah.
Alex says
It looked really good.
He and his wife are going to do live stream as Wayne and Garth. From
Oh,
Wayne's World.
please come up on Father Fish too,
That would
please.
be fun, wouldn't it? You bet.
Here, Fishy says they're going to be she's going to be a shrimp for Halloween, and her dog a snail. But now we're having an open house trying to sell on Sunday, so I may be scrubbing the house in a shrimp costume. Maybe you could be a pleco. And you could go around on the floor scrubbing the
Shrimp.
floor.
It'll be fun. All right. Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do this year. I mean, my husband keeps saying we're not going trick-or-treating, so I got no costumes this year.
Yeah.
No water.
They're still going to do trunk or treats and stuff, but now my daughter in Kentucky, their church just got the report of somebody, being exposed. So I don't know what they're doing, but here they're still going to do something on Thursday night. I said the trunk or treats or whatever they call it. I miss the days that parents used to let you dress up and they turned you loose and you could just go anywhere you wanted to in the neighborhood. Those days just
That's
aren't like that anymore.
Long gone, aren't they?
Hello, Chubbs. Let's see.
Marco missed the explanation that this is the Maryland state flag that they put on the blue crab, and it's a car magnet.
I love it. I need to get some of them.
They have stickers, but yeah, Maryland goes all out with putting their state flag on their cars, and Florida does nothing. Do you see Florida state flag stickers, Father Fish? Because I don't see any.
No, I don't think so.
What it looks like.
Oh, where are we here?
I was gonna say, what time are y'all leaving to go collecting Father Fish as soon as you get off the stream?
Yeah, soon at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm going to go down and meet him. And
I didn't know if you needed to.
No,
do you need to end early or anything? Okay.
No, won't help.
All right.
Half an hour.
Okay.
We got
I'm
it
looking at
timed
our
out.
state flag now, and I know why we don't see our state flag on cars.
Let me get back to this.
Oh no, Chubbs.
Check her out.
Chubbs
Oh.
has got a hurricane coming, a Category 2.
Yeah, it's in the panhandle.
Oh wow.
Weather lately.
Oh, nice.
Those
I
Now,
haven't either. It's kind of,
separate.
I don't
got
know.
one I separate. I think those I'm going to put.
We're almost
It's really
through.
overcast here.
I did separate them.
yeah, maybe do 2 or 3 clumps.
Okay, you think it's stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I kind of
Those
like
are
that
good
look.
choices. Yeah.
So, Mary, our state flag here in Florida is just an X.
Just an X.
Well, it has a small picture in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and it's just really, it's really small, so it would be hard to see on a magnet
Yeah.
unless they do that up. So now I see
some
why we
plants.
don't have those magnets of our state flag.
Oh, okay.
Well, is there anything
Just
that
an X.
I put out
It
every
doesn't
once in a while?
like
Is there
a nice graphic design that you can
After
use.
month,
I love the crab. That is cool.
I just put it in the bucket and squeeze it out.
Okay.
I was looking for my artwork earlier and I couldn't find it, Mary.
Oh no.
But we have piles of paper here.
Yours?
I need to do some artwork too. I've gotten, well, I don't know what I did with my pad.
Just in the morning. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
Did you draw the artwork for the new t-shirt?
No, I actually did it on a computer. We had to like go and pick out the little fish and we had to black them out. It was oh my gosh, it was a job. It took 2 days to get that thing. You would have thought it'd been easy.
You know, I do graphic design. I could have done that for you.
Yep. Well, we need to get one done for, good morning, Nicholas. We need to get one done for his picture. He wants one with his actual face, like the sticker or something on the front of the shirt. And I heard him say him and Thomas were
working on it. I don't know
Yep.
if he's
And-
redone it.
well, he's got it,
I think
and
part of to redo something is like, oh,
we need that shirt done too. He told me he wants to put that on a t-shirt as well, the one Alex drew. So we're going to try to get that one going. And
yeah, I think he asked Alex to redo the teeth or something.
Yep.
That's hard to do. And like I was saying, like when you
Well,
go and
he said he was going to work on it. So
yeah.
do artwork, it's
He does
hard
fine.
to do it.
But
Hello,
I'm happy
Clifton.
to use it as is. Just contact Alex beforehand to see
Yeah.
if it's something he wants to touch up. Yeah, if he doesn't have time, it's fine. I'm good to go with it.
All right. We just want to get her done.
Right. I'm just looking for his comment.
That's the only reason we went with like Teespring, because it was the one that we could get on there the fastest, but still
Exactly.
we can do other shirts, you know, and like we can make special edition shirts or whatever, use another company, and just however y'all think we can get it done, we're open to all suggestions. There we go.
Oh, that makes me feel better. All in Tanks is staying in and having
Yeah.
a kid party with games. So I
That's
feel
a good
better.
idea. That
knowing
looks really good. That's going to look cool on a shirt. It really is.
Do that.
That's going to look cool. Do you want that like on the pocket, or would you like that just on the whole front of the shirt? Or
I
like
think
on the
we need
back of the
to
shirt?
stick in the hair a little on the left side. Left side of the
I don't know.
Smooth
Well, I don't know. Have you seen his hair today? He's pretty fluffy.
He normally does this, so it's smooth.
I know it. He's got the wind-blown look. But
I
it
think
looks
that
really
you have
good.
to fix the hair and the teeth.
And it looks like he's got on a shirt like Lee would wear. It looks like he's got on something really fancy.
So
Yeah, Lee's
I'll leave it up to you guys to do what you think is best. I'm fine with it.
I love it. Let's see. Oh, you took it away.
Alex did
I was sitting there staring at it.
on cars in Seattle.
But
That's
I
funny.
tell you what, I'm getting some. I want Alex to do one of the shirts like he's got for his channel. He has some incredible fish. That little Corridora fish design he has, which I can design some of that stuff. Yeah, Alex, he's got a cool Corridora. I want a hoodie with that on it. I want some shirts from all the channels that support and we support and that kind of stuff. We could wear different shirts every day. I think that'd be pretty cool. Got to get my sticker board ready. I got to get that done. Right there, wherever I'm putting it. Oh, that way.
Driftin' Driftwood says, my kids love you, Father Fish.
Yeah.
They think you look like Santa Claus.
Ah. Oh, we're gonna do a great Christmas party, and we will have Santa here for Christmas. For
that's
for
gonna be
absolute sure,
wonderful.
Santa will be here. I've already got a picture from him. You can depend on it.
I don't know if Sharpie's replied.
What?
I don't know if Sharpie's replied. She said Red Bubble is better quality, but I was asking her if that meant the t-shirt or the design was better quality. Or him. Sharpie's is a he.
Yeah, Sharpie's a he.
Sorry, Sharpies. So I was waiting to see because all the t-shirts you can get on Teespring, you know, you can get different quality t-shirts. Yeah. Just a matter of what we pick.
Right. And I think as far as Tiffany, you asking about the children's sizes, I don't know if we put the kids option, but I'll make sure that gets put on there. But we, like Cass just said, you can get different quality ones. Like there's a women's, there's a men's, there's a unisex, there's t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, sweatshirts. You can put it on socks. You can put it on a purse. you can put Father Fish everywhere. And Marco, yeah, he was talking. This is the fan art one that we just made with a cricket at home, and it's still kind of the same, but we had to change it up a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's just a little bit different.
What'd you have to do?
Well, we had to use different fish altogether. Fish are not easy to find. These little fish, I don't know where we found this one when we did it, but we did it on an iPad. And we had to go in and take fish. We had to black them all out to make them match and make them silhouettes. And it was a pain. I'm just kidding. It wasn't a pain. It was a lot of work, though.
Stand
it
up
really was.
Mary.
Let's see. Always the wrong way. It's a little bit, the new design is a little probably shorter. It doesn't go all the way across, but it's, there we go.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Really so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more like this one's stretched all the way across the front of the shirt. It's more like a certain area, but it turned out really good. And we've got the pink, green, and white. We need to add black. I don't have it, but
yeah, I would maybe do a black one.
Yeah, it needed a black one too. But at the point we were at the other day, we were trying to get something up, and we finally got that. And now we need to go back and add some more stuff to it, if that makes sense.
I like the white.
Thanks, Alice.
It shows up on the website at least really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll drop the link again. Here it is right here, guys. Whoop, I thought it did. My phone is starting to die. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, we got about 10 minutes, so we're good.
Oh, no, I mean in general. It's dying a death.
New phone.
Yeah, I need a new phone.
Oh.
There it is.
Yeah, I need to get a different phone as well.
Mine's 3 years old. I'm pretty proud of it, so it's not
Mine's
broken.
Still going, but my contract, my lease is running up, and the lease is terrible, so I don't want to keep paying it.
Yeah.
I gotta get on a better plan.
Good morning, Joe.
Oh.
There's Joe's tips and tricks.
Hi, Joe.
You want somebody to come up and join you? You want to see if anybody wants to come?
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes. We can do that.
Okay.
Let me get a link.
If anybody'd like to come up, please do. Show us your tanks. I'll say, I don't know if my tanks are good enough to see yet.
Show us your tank.
Yeah, my mom was born in Baltimore, Lori.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. So
I wonder
my
if I can. I'm gonna try to show my
grandmother,
tanks.
when she was a baby or a little girl, her parents moved from Ireland and had moved to Baltimore.
Huh. Do you know what part of Baltimore?
Nope.
I bet it was East Baltimore.
It might have been, yeah.
I think
She
it
doesn't
probably.
talk about it much.
Yeah.
My mom was an only child and wished she had siblings.
There were a lot of ethnic communities in East Baltimore back during the war, after the war, before the war. Still are some. Oh, what else?
Alex, he was asking
Oh, the shirt.
what the lease cost for a place like yours. He wants a pond and Spanish moss. Well, I don't know if that means he wants me to rent my house out. Yeah, I don't think people really rent around here. You have to buy. And I'm like, there's other ponds around here, but nothing really like mine.
There are places all over Southwest Florida, or Southeast and West Florida, South Florida, I should say, like Cassie B's. Every community has a number of areas that have been built up to be just like Eden, very, very pretty, kind of rustic, with water, lots and lots and lots of properties in Florida with water.
Yes.
Lots and lots of them. So it's not hard to find something really beautiful. For under 500K,
If you can afford it.
You can do it. You can do it for under 500. You can do it for 2.5 million too. But there are plenty of places available. Nice places with little land. Depends where you go. Middle of the state is cheaper. Big cities are more expensive. Here in Venice, they range 500 to 1 million for the kind of place that Cassie B has. It just depends where you go. They can rent 2.5, 3, 4, 5 million. It just
Yeah, I think my pond is spring fed, and my neighbor told me that it's like you can trace it all the way to like North Carolina.
Wow.
Spring.
A big aquifer. Major aquifer. Yeah, that's right. You're coming down from the north. You're on all the way over on the East Coast. We have a different aquifer here, slightly different here. It all goes into the Everglades, ultimately.
Yeah, Precious is asking if I have a pond, and I think I was showing it live, 2 days ago on the stream, and I kind of did a little.
Yeah, you have a little one, like a barrel pond.
I have the container pond, but yeah, the pond behind my house.
The pond behind your house is about probably 5 to 10 acres.
I've thought about putting my goldfish in there.
Well, they'll probably get eaten up is the problem.
Yeah, probably.
The bass will have them for dinner.
And he's about that big now. I don't know if a bass will eat that.
Well, yeah, he will for sure. He'll be food. You probably got some big fish in there.
The bass we get, I only see they're only like maybe 6 to 8 inches big.
Maybe that's just what you've caught.
That's what we catch. Yeah, we've never caught anything bigger. The biggest fish we've caught is the carp, which is like huge, 2 or 3 feet. And my
Oh,
son
wow.
caught it. My younger son caught the carp.
Precious is saying stock it with koi and goldfish.
Oh, I understand it. It's
Koi
what
would
my
be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I'd be putting all kind of koi and goldfish in it. Mystery fish. Yep. Rohan and I were trying to figure out what these three. Let's see if I show them. I thought maybe Tetras or Danios, but now these are different fish that's on the new shirt. But see those? See.
Right.
I don't know what they are,
Could be a
but
shark. Could be a shark.
no, it's
Danny
well, maybe
shark. Yeah.
could be. But there's different fish on the new shirt, so we tried to stick with some guppies and some but fish are hard to find, believe it or not, that are plain like this, that just are silhouettes.
Chalupa's decided to buy a cap that says sand on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Precious,
Nice.
take a look at the pond and then tell me if you think I could add
Oh
koi.
no, Coffee. Coffee said they lost one of their guppies today. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, female.
Yep.
Oh.
I've got to get to work on a guppy breeding project because my dreams of having this fabulous guppy colony have I picked the wrong guppies. I picked an albino strain and that just was not a good idea. So I have one female left and a bunch of babies. I had a regular guppy. I don't even know what she is because she has no color on her, but she's got some babies in there. So I don't know what they're going to turn into.
Alex says they're pruna sharks.
They're what?
Sharks. Pruna sharks.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought they might be sharks too.
Yep.
Oh, the other thing is we have a lot of snapping turtle in our pond, so they could eat the fish.
Oh yes. That could definitely be what's going on.
And we have an alligator turtle. We've seen one. They come out, they crawl across our yard every year to lay their eggs.
Yeah.
We find them crossing the road. And there's a pond on the other side. So I think they go back and forth between my neighbor's pond and my pond.
Let's see. So where are y'all going to go to today, Father Fish? You going back to the same place you normally go to?
No, Thomas has a new spot that he's been going to since he was in high school. That's right near the Englewood High School. It's called, what is it called? I don't remember. Something Oak something, I don't remember. Oak
So
Pass.
Thomas is
I don't remember.
Thomas is originally from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know if he was.
So what I'm excited about is that the area I have most enjoyed going to for years, which is now restricted. They've got signs up. It's commercial property. This is about a mile south of there, in the same kind of strata. So it's a sandbar with a lot of grass flats. And he said he's collected all the same stuff. It's in Lemon Bay, which is south of us, about 10, 15 miles. It's, one of the nicest areas I've found for collecting. The other really good area is up near Moat Marine Aquarium. I think we were there, maybe not. We will be going there. It was closed off for COVID because it's a state park, but it's reopened and we'll be going up there soon. It's really a neat place.
Oh, I mentioned. Alex had a question. Do you see it, Cassie?
Oh yeah, I was kind of looking, but I
Don't me
went
to read
over
it?
that one
Okay, there's another one. Get
at 9:48. Have you seen the ribbon guppies with the 2-inch
Yeah, yeah.
Gynapodium.
podium? I'm like, that's why you wanted me to read it, huh?
No, I could have said Gynapodium.
Oh,
I just can't read the rest of the words. I'm just kidding.
I was curious if they trim it to spawn them. It seems mean regardless.
Oh,
Usually, what the breeders will do is take a young fish, breed with a young fish before it develops that extended finnage, while it's still small enough to be able to be functional.
gosh, that seems like a lot of work for breeding guppies. So they're literally trimming that.
Chub's eating turtle eggs. We don't
He
want
says to eat the turtles.
Yeah.
I guess in the eggs.
Yeah, snapping turtle is really some of the best. I've eaten a lot of that.
Yeah,
I
that
used to fry.
would go too long for sure. I don't like to think about eating odd kinds of meat. I kept telling my mom when I was younger, I'm like, I want to be a vegetarian. But she was like, you don't eat enough vegetables. I was like, true.
I wouldn't eat eggs because I thought there was baby chicks in them. So I would get all the eggs out of my mom's refrigerator and put them under the bed and cover them up so they would hatch. But of course they never did. And my mom couldn't figure out where all of the eggs kept going for weeks. They kept disappearing. And then all of a sudden, they, you know what happened to them? They came to a point, they burst in my room up under my bed.
Oh, no.
Well,
I had caterpillars in my room. I had turtles in my room. I had every kind of minnow, lizards. We had those little green lizards. We called them chameleons back when I was little, but they're just a little green gecko, I guess. I think you have them in Florida too, but we don't have them in Kentucky. We've got horny toads, but I had those little lizards. I had my mom just. Yeah, I like the horny. We do in Kentucky. Nice. All over the place.
Nice. Yeah, the Precious, the parks were closed early on. They did open up. The beaches were closed. It was stupid. We had the same level of stupidity here as everywhere else. I think my only solace is that I tend to agree with the president that we really didn't know what we were dealing with early on, and if we overreacted, it was ignorant.
No.
Uh-oh.
And out of caution. But yeah, Florida's been open now for 6 months at least. It didn't last long. People got to get to the beach. You got to get to the beach. Got to get to the beach.
Yeah, well, they kind of shut down over the summer break, so we had like nothing to do.
Really?
I think we could go, but they said you couldn't be with a group of 8. Yeah, so.
Right.
I'm laughing at Alex. Talking about all the stuff they've eaten down in down the bayou. I've eaten some weird stuff, but.
Oh, chubs, yeah.
Yeah. I've never had rattlesnake. I've had shark and all kind of different weird fish. I've eaten escargot, which is actually good. Right. Oh, Alex.
I tried calamari, and that was the extent of it.
Yeah.
Something on top of sushi. I don't remember. It was good.
Now, I can't eat sushi either. I just can't do it. My daughter loves sushi. They go and travel to places just to eat sushi. And they keep saying I haven't had the right one yet. When I taste the right one, I'll like it. Well, I haven't found the right one. Can't seem to find it. And caviar. I've never eaten caviar.
You'll like it. It's salty usually.
Lee Wilcox.
Probably.
Wait, you got 3 favorite things, Lee. I came from Kentucky too. He said KFC and Jack Daniels.
Yeah, really. True enough.
But he can't have either one, so.
True enough.
I still don't want
bet.
to talk about lizards yet. It just made me sad.
I know it. Oh, Cassie and I had a day. We were crying over that little
I was
lizard.
not feeling good after that. I stepped on a lizard.
Well, after I rescued turtles and did a video even on it, the day before I left, I ran over a turtle and I cried so hard I couldn't stand it. Couldn't believe it.
I was going out to my car for something real quick, and I wasn't walking that any quicker than normal though, but the lizards just dart, like right in front of me, right as I'm walking on my sidewalk. They go from the grass to the bush. And I stepped on one and had blood coming out of his eye, and I felt really bad for him because he wasn't dead, and I had injured him.
All right, girls, we've nailed it. Thank you for another.
On that sad note, I'm sorry.
Me too, precious Tranquility. She says she loves to eat all meats. Plants are my food. I'm with you.
You bet. You bet.
All right.
God bless you all. See you in the morning. Actually, we'll be doing a little live stream a little later, around 11 o'clock or so. You might try to catch up with us, and we're going to be out. We're going to be out in the wilds of Florida.
All right.
So that should be fun.
Y'all have fun and be safe.
Hello, Mary. Mary. Try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you.
Bye, everybody.
Me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish.
Okay, Father Fish, your time.
Instrumental break.
Here he goes.
Go, Father Fish.
Go, Father Fish, go. I love him.
Nobody gets into it as much as him.
Let's talk about you.
Look at that attitude. I love it.
And the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, lady. Good to
Love
with
you all.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, Cassie. Bye, Father Fish. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
I want to get, here we go. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Love you all. See you a little later today or in the morning or whatever. We'll have a good time no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, so long as one hand is in the fish tank and the other hand is in the stars. Then we're pulling it all together, aren't we? All in one. All for one. All of one. All of a piece. We are one. We are blessed. We are the Fish Fam. The show of love. Bye for now.